What if I told you that there is a way to get your school community to produce new members while you do nothing? Now that kind of sounds like a wishy-washy sales pitch that you might hear on an ad, but it's true. There is a way to get people into your school community without you having to do any extra work. And that's exactly what I'm going to go through in this video. Now I like to call it the affiliate flywheel method, and by the end of the video, you will find out why I call it that. Now, just a heads up, the people using this method get results like the ones that you see on screen now. So if you're someone that wants to produce new members to your community every single month, stick around for the rest of the video and I'll explain exactly how it's done. So I call this method the affiliate flywheel method. And if you can get this method correct, if you can follow the steps and implement it correctly, then what you'll see with your community is an increase in members, an increase in the lifetime value of the members, and all of this without having to do any extra work on your end. And the nice thing about this is that the new members joining into your community with this method are on top of the members that you will already get into your community by using your organic or ad strategies that you're already implementing. So it's not going to take away from your organic or your paid traffic. It's just going to enhance it and add on to it without having to do any extra work. It's actually really, really nice. However, if you don't implement this method, then what you'll see is that you constantly have to be chasing new members. And that will put a lot of stress on you, your business, and your employees to ensure that you keep getting people into the community. And that can be, like I said, stressful and worrying, and you've become an entrepreneur, you've become a business owner because you want to reduce the stress and the anxiety and the worrying. So that is something that I'm sure you don't want in your life. And like I said, if you get this right, you're going to have more customers, they're going to have a higher lifetime value, there's going to be less effort on your end. However, if you get it wrong, then you're going to have to do more outreach, more organic content, and you're going to have to, be a slave to the algorithm for even longer than you've already been. So this is a very, very important method. It's a very important strategy, and I'm going to share with you exactly how it works. So this is how we're going to structure the video. Firstly, I'll go about sharing how I found this strategy in my research. Then I'll go through how I implemented it in someone else's community. And then finally, I'll describe and share exactly how you can implement it in your community as well to get results that you've always wanted, to get more lifetime value, more monthly members on autopilot. So I was looking at some of the biggest communities out there and I came across Andrew Tate's community. Now, before you start to comment or click off the video, it doesn't matter what your opinions on him are, just the fact that he has a huge community. And I was looking at his community, I was looking at his popularity, I was looking at his numbers, and I thought, what is he doing differently that no one else is doing? And during my research and finding out what Andrew Tate and his team does, a couple of other guys cropped up using the same method. People like Iman Gadzi and Luke Belmar. And I started to deep dive into all these guys' communities because of how popular, how many views they were getting, and how much they were growing their communities. And I realized they're all using the same method. It's the exact same method throughout all the huge communities. And I thought there's got to be some substance here. There's got to be something here that is a secret that no one else knows. And it turns out that there was. And that secret is the affiliate flywheel method. And that's exactly what I'm going to be going through with you here. Now I wanted to find out, okay, what is this exact strategy? So I carried on doing another deep dive, kept on researching, kept on looking, and eventually I found out that their secret was a flywheel method built in with affiliates. So what all these guys promised in their communities was that the members would make money online. That was one of their promises, that was one of their guarantees. Now, this method here, the flywheel method, actually not only ensures that your customers are going to be making money, so if that's something that you're sharing in your community, how to make money online, for example, not only are your customers going to be making money, but it's also going to be making you money as well. So it's a symbiotic task, it's a symbiotic method that allows everyone to win. So let's get into how this actual flywheel method works. Well, firstly, these guys had an initial audience. They had an initial base of users, of people, of customers. And this wasn't a huge audience for these guys. It was quite a big audience. You know, they used YouTube, TikTok, Instagram to grow their audiences, but it wasn't a massive audience. It was nowhere near their potential, and it was nowhere near what it was after they started using the flywheel method. But the importance is that they had a base audience. They had a few people who were already following them, but it's quite easy to build a base audience. All you have to do is, you know, make content, do some outreach, put in some hard work for a few months, and you'll start to build a core audience of people who like you, who enjoy your things, and who want to join your community and buy your products. So that's the first step, is to build a core audience. Now this is where the flywheel method really takes off. Like I said, these guys were promising that people would make money online, and they gave them an opportunity to make money online by being affiliates to their communities. Now what an affiliate basically means is that for every person that these guys got into the community, so whether it was friends or family members or people that they didn't know, all they had to do was share a link to the community with them, and then someone else would click the link to the community, join the community, and the person who referred them would basically get a percentage of commission that earned for the community. So say that there was $100 per month for the community, maybe the person that referred them would get 30 or 40% of that. So $30 or $40 for referring someone to $100 community. Pretty simple, right? It's just commission based. So that was the initial spark. That's the initial kind of incentive, is that people could make money by referring people to the community that they were already in. Now, people do affiliates all the time. It's not uncommon for affiliate links to be sent out and someone to say, okay, if you get a person into my community, then I'll give you a cut of the commission, I'll give you a cut of the profit. It's not rare to do that. However, what is rare is this flywheel method, and this is what is added on top of the affiliates. So what these guys did was not only give the chance for their customers to become affiliates by sharing a link, they also taught these guys how to make content online that goes viral, gets clicks, gets views, and then they used their link in the description of this content, of this video, and thousands of people would watch their content and they would earn money from people watching their content, and then also the commission links that they had in their descriptions or in their comments or anywhere on their page. When someone went from their page and joined the community, they got a commission. So not only did these guys have affiliate links, they also taught people how to make short form videos using the content that was already online for them to get views and then get people into the community, hence leading to commission for them. Now, how does this work if you're the community owner? We've talked about what your customers are going to do. Your customers are going to learn how to make videos and how to leave links in the videos, and the incentive for them is the commission that they will get from adding new people into your community. But how this benefits the actual leader of the community, which is probably you in this case, is that people are going to take your content that you have already made, they're going to repurpose it, they're going to edit it, they're going to chop it up, and then they're going to put it out there on their own channels, on their own platforms, under your name. So what this is going to do for you is going to get more people to know who you are, know about your stuff, and hence know about your community. And this is where the flywheel mechanism comes into it. So you have a core audience to begin with. They then create content with the incentive of them making money from commission. The content that they then make goes out on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and it makes you more viral. It gets more eyes on you. It gets more people knowing about you. And the more people that know about you and your stuff will likely watch your videos and then join your community. But then the more people that join your community, the more people are going to be creating videos because they want the commission from the affiliate links. And the more people that create videos using the affiliate link, the more people are going to know about your things. And this is how Luke Belmar, Iman Gadzi, Andrew Tate, all these guys went extremely viral and had thousands of followers, if not millions of followers, and people in their community paying them every month. This is the exact strategy they used. And I call it a flywheel method because it works by itself. As soon as you have the initial group of people making content for you, and using your links to your community in their content to get commission, then the flywheel just continues by itself, because more people will see the content, more people will join the community, more people will make content, more people will see the content, more people will join the community, and you can see how this kind of forms this flywheel, this momentum loop over and over again. It's quite interesting, right? And when I discovered this, I thought, that's it. That is exactly how they have done it. Now, in order to implement this into your community, it's a little bit more complicated. And if you want to know exactly how to implement this flywheel method and how to start your community, scale your community, build your community from start to finish, from A to Z, then you can click the top link in the description. That'll take you to my community. At the moment, it's $1 per month to get in. It's pretty much the cheapest you can make it. So check out that using the top link of the description. So now that you know how this flywheel method works, I told you at the start that I would tell you how I implemented this into someone else's community. So after I found out this flywheel method, I messaged a guy that I already knew who had a small community. His name is Luke. I sent him a full guide, a full PDF of this flywheel method, and he implemented it into his community and went from probably 25, 30 members all the way up to 100 members. And he has one of the most active groups in Skool. He has one of the most active Skool communities. He has more people active than people like Hamza, for example, who has a way bigger audience, but Luke has way more interactive people. And I think that one of the reasons for this is this affiliate flywheel method. So what he does is that he teaches people how to make content for him, how to make content using his content that is already out there, and then they can earn a commission when they refer someone to the community. So all he has to do is keep consistently posting content. And he's going to be consistently posting content anyway, because he wants that organic reach and people finding him organically and then joining his community. But then people can then take his long form content, cut it up, make it their own, post it on their own channels, and get a commission by using his already pre-built community. So that's exactly what he did, and now he's making, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month just from his community alone, and it's just going to keep on going up, keep on increasing every time someone new joins and creates more content and earns more commission from that content that they have created. So that is how the flywheel method works. That is how you not only build a community but scale it to beyond belief, to scale it to national levels like Andrew Tate, like Iman Gadzi, like Luke Belmar. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, this sounds quite nice. Growing a Skool community sounds quite cool. I want to grow my Skool community. I want to scale it to the moon. But what are the benefits of having a Skool community? Why should I, as a business owner, start to have a Skool community? Why should I build a Skool community online? Well, if you are thinking about this and you want to know the answers, you can click the video that you see on screen now to take you through exactly why you should start building your Skool community today.